Hi all. Let's start solving today's lead code daily challenge question. So the question is shortest and lexicographically smallest beautiful string. So let's understand. You are given a binary string s and a positive integer k. So the inputs are s and k. Substring of s is beautiful if number of ones in it exactly k. So we define a substring as beautiful if the what we say count of one in that substring is the k which is given in input. Let length be the length of shortest beautiful string substring. Return the lexicographically smallest beautiful substring of string s with length equal to length. Okay. If s doesn't contain a beautiful substring, return an empty substring. And a string A is lexicographically larger than a string B of a same length if the first position where A and B differ. A has a character strictly larger than OK. Now let's understand what we are given. Let's see. First, we should understand what is given. We are given a string S and a K, okay, which is an integer. Now, what we have to find a substring which is beautiful. Okay, how a substring is beautiful, how it is different? I know the spelling is different, but fine. How it is different is uh this contains what? Count of 1 is equal to k. Okay, what we have to return is we have to return lexicographically smallest substring which is beautiful, but we have to return the smallest what? Smallest substring. I mean the length should be less, the minimum, or I can say. So if we get the two such substrings which are beautiful, so if the length is different, okay, if the length is different, we should consider the least one. If the length is same, so in that case what we should do, so two conditions are there. If let's say we have length 1 and length 2, we have two substring. If length 1 is less than length 2, any one is less than, then our answer should be this is of let's say s1 and this was for s2, our answer should be s1. But if length 1 is equal to length 2, so in that case what will be our answer? We have to compare this s1 and s2, and the least what we have to do, lexicographically smaller we have to set. So how lexicographically smaller is defined? Let's say we have a b c d and we have a b b c. Okay, now or let's say let's take d instead. Now what? A and A are same, then fine. B second position, B and B are same, but third position both are different. So which is smaller, B or C? B is smaller because B comes before C, and it's not just B and C like before comes. It is just ASCII value of B is less than ASCII value of C. So that's why this is my lexicographically smaller, and this should be my answer. Okay, so lexicographically smaller we have to find and return. Okay, this we understood. Now we know the question. Okay, how we will find the substring? Now, see, what will be the brute force approach? What you will think while solving this question is, okay, so I have to just find a substring and check the count of one, and check if it is maintain a answer and a length. Maybe if the length is same as the previous answer which we got, then do the this thing, else or first condition. Now, but finding each substring will cost you more. Okay, and what we are doing repetitively, we are counting. Let's say consider we have an array. Okay, we have let's say 0 1 1 0 something something, and we have some k. Every time when you find this is one substring, this is one substring. Okay, this single is also one substring, these two are also one substring. So how many? There are many substring you will get. Okay, and finding the count for each is difficult, like not difficult, you can say repetitive. For this substring also we are finding, this whole substring also we are finding the count and we are traversing. So instead of this, what we can use, we can use what, sliding window. So whenever you get such problem where you have to find a substring, subarray or something where, okay, where you have to slide, you have to do repetitive thing, then sliding window is best. Why? Because it reduces that cost of repetitively counting or adding or anything. Now in sliding window we have two types. One is fixed, not two types, or you can say logically we defined it, fixed or variable. What are this fixed and variable now? Fixed is fixed k. Okay, let's not get confused. So instead of k, I will say fixed n, variable n. Okay, there is no n here. Variable means there is no size. Okay, and here is fixed size. So in this question, what do you think? What will be? It is a fixed size sliding window we are going to use or variable size? Definitely variable size. Why? Because we are not, this k what we are given is the number of ones. It's not like the sub array, or sorry, substring length should be k. If the case is substring length should be k, in that case we should be using the fixed. But we are given k as number of ones, so we don't know the substring size, that the length can be 2, can be 4, can be 5, but of course more than k. Okay, more than k, because this we this is just normal, that if I want the k ends in my substring, so at least my substring size should be k. But is it fixed? No. So every time it will be changed. We don't know anything about it. But so what we will be using is variable sized. Okay, that is clear. We know this. We know this now is what we know is we are going to use variable sliding window technique. Okay. Now, how we are going to do it? So what part we discussed is repeating is the counting part. Now, how we will count? So consider this is my array. Okay, we have 1 2, oh sorry, 0 1 0 0 1 0 0 1. Okay, now as I said, there is no fixed, so this is variable. So what we will do, we will start from the first element, or let's take an element different for the first, not one. Okay, we will use this. Now what I'll do, I'll start with initial variable. In fixed case, what we do, we first take the window, full window, and then we will just slide it. Okay, next. In variable, till when I should stop the window is till I get the k. Okay, so if I start from this and go, where is my k, is this, let's say k is equal to 3. Okay, or instead what we can do, k we can take 2 to more understanding. Okay, k is equal to 2 I will take. So till first window is my this, where my k are 2. Now what I am doing, I'm just expanding my window. I have to shrink it also, but that is the next part. Now I got the k is equal to 2, that means this is my beautiful substring, right? Now this satisfies this condition, but is it a minimum length? Can we optimize it, or we can we get more, like can we shrink this window to get a good answer, or not good minimum length substring? Yes. How? Because we have extra zero, right? So what we will do, in that case we should shrink our slide window. Okay, we should shrink our window. So this is 0. Now if we shrink, it will come this. So initially it was 4. What we did, first we got the window when I had a count of k is equal to my count of 1. Now I got 2 k, still count of 1 is k, but Can we shrink more? No. If I shrink, then number of k's will be reduced, so this condition will not get satisfied. So this is my minimum answer in this window. So what is my minimum answer, or you can say length? Length will be 3. Okay, and my substring will be 101. Okay, we have to return substring, not length. Now I got 1. So what I'll do is, let's say I have 1, so I will go, like I should shrink my what, my window. I will shrink my window so that I can go next and find next. Now my window has less than k elements, so we should expand. So I'm expanding here. I still, my count of 1 is not k, still here. I will stop expanding. And this is one of my answer, but is this a best answer? No. So the first, till we get the first one in the left of this in the window, I should shrink. So I should shrink till here. Why? Because we want the minimum length. Okay, minimum length substring. So we should shrink till I get the first one in that window. Okay, in that window I should get the first one, so that is the minimum. In that window I can get the answer. Now, what is the length? Length is 4. So it is the first condition where my length is 3 and length is 2. So I don't need to even find. Length is enough. So my answer is still 101. Now what should we do? I will shrink again, so I can test next. So right now my window is this. So I should expand because my count of k is less than, a count of 1 is less than k. So I will expand. Yes, I got it. Now, still, can I shrink it? Yes, I can shrink it to make my answer minimum. I will shrink here, I will shrink here. Now, here I got it. Okay, and what is my minimum is 4. Length, still my 3 is there. And let's do one thing is, let's take one more so we can update it. Okay, let's say I have one more in my array. Okay, so in that case, my answer is this. So I will again shrink because my answer this is greater than my current answer, what I got. Now my window is this. It is less than count of 1 or less than k. So I will expand. Now count of 1 will be k. So can I consider this? Yes, this is a one answer, but can I shrink the window? Yes, definitely I can shrink. Zero, zero. Okay, till here. Now my window is this where my count of 1 are k. What is my length? Length is 2. So right now my length 2 is here. There is one more condition, definitely. Length 2 is less than length 1. So in that case, we should consider S2, right? So what is my S2? 1, 1. Okay, so if my length 2 is less than length 3, I mean this 2 is less than 3, that means this is my answer. So finally we'll get the answer 11. Okay, you understood what we are doing? We are checking in the window. If we got one good optimal answer, then what we are doing, shrinking it so that I can find the next. Otherwise, how I will find the next? Because we want the exact k, not like something less or more. We want the exact k. So if I shrink one, then only I can include the another one in my window. Okay, that's it. If you have any query, let me know in the comment section. I am definitely available to answer those. Now, how we are going to implement this is intuition, how we are going to solve. So we want count, we really don't want length. Every time we can calculate. So as we are expanding and shrinking, so we need two pointer. Okay, one will be j, one will be I. So j will go as it is when expanding. When we stop the expanding, when we get the count of 1 is k, that time we should shrink, or we can say we should move the I pointer forward till I get 1. Okay, and then we should check these conditions, and that's it. Yeah, let's start implementing. So we should have, let's take in count is 0. Initially count of 1, I can say count 1. Now what I want, string answer. Initially I'll take the empty string because we have to return empty if there is no such string exist. Int I is equal to 0 because I will be starting 0, j will also, but for j I will use the loop. Int j is equal to 0, j less than s dot length j plus plus. Okay, now if my s dot char at j is equal to 1, what we'll do, we will just increment our count 1. Now after this, once I get what condition, if my count 1 is equal to k. Okay, if my count 1 is equal to k, first what we'll do, can we shrink it? Okay, if we want to shrink it, what will be my condition, that while my I is less than j first of all, and what if my s dot char at I till when I get that is equal to not 1. If it is not 1, then only we have to shrink till we get the 1 that is our optimal. So what we have to do, I plus plus, that's it. Now we have the optimal window. So here what we have to do is we have to check. Now if, so how do we get the length? Okay, so here if my length is equal to 0, okay, how, first let's find the length. If length sorry, int length is equal to answer dot length. Okay, so initially my answer is empty, so if my length is equal to 0 or length is less than what will be my new length, it will be I have two pointer, one is I, one is j, I can find the length, so j minus I plus 1 will be my length, j minus I plus 1. Okay, in that case my answer will be what, s dot substring, substring of I comma j plus 1. Why? Because we want till j, so we have to take the j plus 1 because this is excluded from substring. Okay, now else, this is done. Else if my length is equal to j minus I plus 1, if both are equal, what we have to do is we have to compare. Okay, now if one is less, okay, one is less, then only if my current length is less, okay, than the previous, am I doing it correctly, let's check it again. So my length is 0, fine, I can directly say my answer is this. But if my length is current length, if it is less, so I don't need to change anything. So if my current length is greater than the I mean the current answer length is, if it is greater than what we got now, then we can say my answer will change. Yes, now if both are same, in that case what we will do is we should find. Okay, now I'll write one substring s1. Okay, sorry, string s1 will be what, this. So first let's find the string and then we should compare it. So int result is equal to s1 dot compare. This is the inter built-in method you can use. Here we will pass the answer. Okay, if my result is less than 0, okay, that means my s1 is less than answer. Okay, lexicographically, so my answer should be s1. Yes, that's it. Before that, okay, this is done. Now, we calculated, we updated our answer. Okay, now what we have to do, we have to again shrink, right? So, before shrinking, we should check again that if my s dot char at I, if it is equal to 1, then I will do I plus plus. And also I should decrement my count, right? And then at the end, we should return answer. Let's run this. Yes, accepted. Let's submit this solution. So we use the variable sliding window technique. So you can see our solution got accepted. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you feel this video is helpful to you, please like this video, subscribe my channel, stay updated. Thank you.